I honor all benevolent beings, decent folks in this universe. Whenever you happen to see this video, if you are new to my channel, I invite you to check out the description box, as well as all of the links that I have here for y'all to check out my other platforms. There's many things that are going on there. If you're interested in donating to the cause, you can donate to the GoFundMe page. You can donate to my Cash App, because shit costs. Ooh. I know I'm funny, right? Shit costs money. Okay. Anywho, I do honor benevolent beings in this universe. I'm not going to waste too much time. This collective reading, it says Honorable Feminine is manifesting miracles, and karmics are running and or they want to run. This is a collective read where, feminine, it is no longer a mystery, honey. Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, and special needs people on the short yellow bus could see that you have been obviously scapegoated, singled out and targeted by several groups of folks. Okay, it's just gotten to that. It's just gotten there because there's been too many proofs. Other people other than yourself, is just becoming too clear. Okay, it's no longer a mystery. Those that are pretending like it's a mystery, they might need medication or something. Okay, because you gotta be kind of dumb at this point if you don't see that in this collective read. It's that obvious, because it ain't even like they trying to, you see what I'm saying? It ain't even like they trying to be inconspicuous anymore. That's why I'm saying that. It ain't even a situation where people trying to make sure that they're not noticed or that they're not seen or that something is done. It's kind of like, well, y'all riding 100 deep being stupid. Yeah. It's the same cores that then circled her around for months, and you think people don't see that? Like, you know what I'm saying? That kind of vibe on top of everything else that they persistently do. Okay. Now, it's a miracle. What's coming out is like you are in some kind of feminine wisdom and power. You're being empowered. Animal kingdom. You could be close to animals, but you got some energy. Huh? That's some energy. Powerful her. You could be doing something with your hands. Okay. See how she's doing something with light or some shit like that? Okay, ancient wisdom. These people have been stealing. For some of you, this is a situation where people have been able to basically be frauds. Okay, I'm going to say intellectual, creative frauds. And needing to keep you in bondage, you and your children, in some kind of a limitation and restriction and bondage, so that they can continue. However, they're starting to get sick, they're starting to get caught up. Some are going to jail, some are dying, bitch. Shit, all kind of shit is happening. Okay, all kind of shit. And this will persist. It's going to persist and get even greater, even stronger, even worse. For all of them. These are people who have been terrorizing you and your children. Yes, the sycophants. I'm going to call them sycophants. The sycophants that act like Christians and act like philanthropists and shit. But they be doing spell work on disabled people so that they can be not losers. So they can keep their head above water, making a way to God. Temper, And some of them got disabled kids that they don't fucking care about. But anywho, so now, as I said, these are people that have been harassing and terrorizing you and your children, making money off of you, and it was all hinged upon keeping you stuck, delayed, stagnated, impoverished. So when you started doing better, these people had to get more people in to sabotage that because they need a story and a narrative to stick. They needed you to be limited because in the earth realm and this plane of existence, it requires, you need things to be able to take care of yourself properly, to invest in all those vitamins and minerals and, you know what I'm saying, all the issues. So they went above and beyond to do that. However, it's not ending quite the way any of them want this to end. Okay. Okay. So now, okay, they done all that. Death rituals, literally trigger warning coming for you in your children's life. Literally. Literal. So I'm gonna need y'all to get your head out your ass and get your onlookers out there with your smart selves. Okay, I'm gonna need you. Okay, yeah. Literally, physically. Okay, not metaphorically, not just energetically, which is bad in itself, especially once you find out that in spite of the propaganda that we're told, it's a thing, it's very much real, and the higher ups and powers that be that's above most of us in this plane of existence know that full well. Okay. Now, but since that shit wasn't working the way they want the shit to worky work on Honorable Feminine and her children, that's when they had to bring the scallywags to come and sprinkle, sprinkle. Go put shit in the department. Go put shit on the door. And that still took too long because, like, why you didn't die on cue, or why didn't you all? It just seemed like you guys got just slowed down. It didn't have the full weight like it was supposed to. At least, bitch, it was supposed to motherfucking. You know what I'm saying? Incapacitate your ass. You know what I'm saying? And your kid, your children. It was supposed to be at least there. If it couldn't do totality, it was supposed to do that and didn't. And it can't. It's a reason for that. Yeah, all these Christians, all these prominent motherfuckers in society and shit, pillars of society. They at the charity event, bitch. They're giving to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. You see they newspaper giving some dusty faced little kids some chicken and Kool-Aid. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have some fun. Because then those are airs. Those are all shows. That's a show. That's the very population in which they secretly abuse and steal from and hurt. Some of them think that they're soothing their conscience because some of these very people then sold out their own kin. So maybe if I donate to the Make-A-Wish Foundation, maybe I'll be able to sleep at night. Maybe if I donate to the Autism of Society, I won't feel so bad about what I did to my goddamn nephew. Maybe what I did to my grandson, what I did to my cousin, what I did to my little, maybe I'll be able to sleep at night. You know, and maybe people won't believe that I'm that kind of a monster if I'm shown here giving to these populations and smiling at them and playing with somebody's little kid, and they say, "Hey, she's so loving. She couldn't have possibly did this. She couldn't have possibly, dumbass." Doing shit now as I speak if they're able to, and if they're not, they got somebody doing it for them now. Look, and they did all this. This is why maybe I heard this song the other day. I was in Walmart and I was like, da 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 da. I was just in the vibe, and I've kind of been in that vibe since. And I was like, why am I saying that, and why? And I'm not even really into Christmas, bitch. But that's been in my ears. And the lyrics, the chorus, tidings are comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings are comfort and joy. Da, 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 do, do, do. I keep hearing it. And so you all, it's like, it's a miracle. Midas touch, you something fierce, honey. And you shit, nigga. It's a miracle, bitch. It's a miracle that you had. You must be in the midst of something here. Meanwhile, some shit is going down. Now, as I was on TikTok, the card that came out as the lead, the first one was Feminine is Recognized. It fell on top of miracles. These are people who thought you was a joke. These are people who didn't have any respect for you, your boundaries, didn't take you seriously. I was asking who is wanting to run, who has ran or like wishing they could run. And this came out as the lead. And this is people who possibly, like I say, either they disrespected you, they could have thought they were better than you. Since they didn't believe, it could have also been this energy, oh, this got to be a miracle, because they did not believe that you were respected and recognized in the ethers. Okay? So these are definitely people who could have just crossed some serious lines in the ethers, which is why they want to run. Because their little attitude was, who the fuck is they? And you know, whoop-de-woo. Very well then. Shit. Very well. As they wish. It's kind of fascinating, Feminine. You probably somebody like, it really shouldn't take all that. It's kind of a sad day in the plane of existence that any of this should matter. Folks should just be decent. But again, I guess that's just wishful thinking. Shouldn't even really matter who you were in the ethers as far as Feminine is concerned. She feel like shouldn't matter. Shouldn't fucking matter. I should be able to be the nobody of nobodies, and I'm a being. That's what's wrong with this plane of existence now. Picking and choosing who should be treated honorably based on bullshit. Go on, Feminine. Shit, you like shit, shit. Hold the telephone, let me put this on here so I'll get this going for y'all. Shit, nigga. Then, okay, boom. I was asking more than it was like ignorance is why somebody is stuck. This is somebody that's stuck. Okay. Then we have online dating. This could be somebody that somebody dated online. This could also have to do with what you create online. Okay. We have talk therapy. We have karmic women that was stalking feminine is going to regret it. This could be the people who want to run or the people who did. It says they're going to regret this big time, but just wait for it, ... It says just wait. So that means there's some kind of process happening right now. It says just wait for it. Okay, and then we had demi and sapiosexual. So feminine. These are possibly these women who, again, this is a common thing for you. People are attracted to you because of this emotional and intellectual intelligence and connection that you have. Not that you're not an attractive person, but it just seems like people are more connected to you because you're intelligent, and that emotional connection. Because that's, believe it or not, that ain't common. We think it's common. Now, people can pretend it, bitch. I give you that. All you gotta do is sit back and watch motherfuckers. NPCs are good at that. But at the end of the day, when you really get close and close and close enough, long enough, you'll see it. You'll see it if you're not an NPC yourself. Okay, it'll be clear. You'll be like, hey, this shit ain't for this shit for the birds. This ain't even real. This ain't even real. This some pretend shit. But anywho, let's finish this up. And I just looked over and I saw folks talk religion and spirituality. Okay, here we go. Because again, there's this vibe of people really trying to scapegoat and single out these feminines. And some of them are on these radical extremist groups, and they're using scriptures to do things to justify aiding and abetting in some cases. Because there is a scripture in there, like those of you who actually, there is, I want to say it's the Old Testament. Okay, and it was about like hiding some prophets or something like that, or a spy, something to do with because of the, the purposes of God or whatever. And so it's like there are people who are really trying to stretch here to justify their criminality, but at the same token in time trying to find something to criminalize the honorable feminine on. You see the hypocrisy yet? Yeah, it's kind of that vibe. Okay. Like we breaking the law because, we found us a scripture, and, for us, the word is above the man's law, bitch. And so we can do this cause in the word. But then conveniently, as it pertains to the collective, then it needs to be the letter of the law. The very letter of the law that they say that they can override. Well. Da, 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 do. Okay. Very catchy. What's happening here? All right, you guys are enjoying, okay? Yes, I am a Reiki Master. If you guys were looking at the screen earlier, I just realized it was in December 2020 that happened, that I became a master. I took the level 1, 2, and then mastery. But, what's funny, as I was saying the other day, your life get off track. This is all by design. Your channels get all clogged, you see, because yeah. It's okay, because see, it's there. And it's it's never gone, and so it's like you just get in the groove, you clear and stuff like that. So I've really been pumping the juice and turning the wheels, bitch. Like the herb turning the wheels, bitch. On the session, the today's special, I infused Reiki. So what's fascinating about that's the special I had going on, or it's still actually going on right now, because it's supposed to be until 10 p.m. So I already it's pre-recorded, and I shared a little short on TikTok as well as here. And it's not just me reciting the numerical codes and stuff like that. I set intentions prior to the session and I invited the energies in. I didn't want to do all of that on the recording because I wanted it to go straight into the things that the customer, you know, is needing to listen to. So all of that had been set prior. So I invited in different Reikis because I'm also a master in Sekhmet. Okay, so I invited these different Reikis in and the symbols. This is all behind the scene. Along with, and Reiki, I know some people traditionally only believe that it can work a certain way, but my experience, that's not true. I actually do channel when I am open and I invite. Okay? I actually do channel through my eyes, my hands, my feet, and even just my mind. But I have to, the thing about that is I have to be pretty down grounded. I have to be pretty like in that place for that to be potent. Okay. Usually when I channel it through my eyes, something always happens. It's like my eyes start watering for no reason. It just goes, it just started watering as if I was crying, and I'm not even sad or crying. It just started like falling down my face. And then I'll get hot, and not because of perimenopause. It's the energy shifts, and then I'll start getting warm. Like, okay, I'm getting hot, 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 hot. So that was a part of the session that I did, okay, along with the numerical codes and all of that. So pretty cool. Anywho, back on track here. Let's get back on track so we can stay focused here. Wants to be focused and shit, bitch. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to do this particular reading in 2 columns. I'm going to gauge the energies of the karmics and then the energy of feminine, because why is feminine coming out? Oh, y'all can't see it, huh? Why is feminine coming out like that? Why is this her energy? Okay, I want to know, like, because I'm sure y'all don't got everything you want, and it's kind of like this process. So why is this your energy, though? Why is this currently your energy in spite of all the crazy shit they doing? Okay, so let's see. Because that's fascinating, isn't it? These people done everything under the sun that you could possibly do, bitch. That's why I kind of snicker and smirk. They've done everything you could possibly do. Everything you could possibly do, bitch. Everything. All right, so let's start with the karmic energies that's in this energy of running away. They want to run away if they haven't already run away. Insatiable, gamble, take a risk, Vegas. What do they want? Oh, they got cut off. Drastic, extreme, harsh cut off. Oh boy. Vegas. Gamble, take a risk. Grip. Is somebody going to jail? Or Somebody chained down because they got cut off. Somebody could have got cut off. Or people could be cutting them off and running or wanting to run, take it out res. Running away because somebody took a gamble, the wrong one, bitch. Ooh, yeah, because I got done. Completion, lesson learned, threatened, embarrassed. Y'all can see it for yourself. Let me see. We on 8 energy right now. We on 8 energy part right here, bitch. Mm. Okay, well, let's see. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, donate to the cause. Okay, energy exchange. If you vibe with me, you enjoy the readings, the teachings, and you find it useful and helpful. Okay, I'm not one of these people who come on hustling for you get your $1,000. It's like, okay, but come on, nigga, like people out here investing in all kind of trash, bitch. Every day trash all day long, nigga. Don't even be knowing they investing in trash because they investing in a motherfucker, a bitch, and a nigga who stole somebody else's shit. So okay, because we are in, I'm trying to speak the words because I'm manifesting so many things every day that happens when they need to happen. But I would be remiss not to put that out there, okay? We're in a crunch. This year is wrapping up. There's lots of shifts and changes happening at once, and my son and I will be honored to have benevolent beings who feel so guided without compulsion and without me needing to do a shit ton of spells, bitch, and all sorts of games and shit and giggles. Who in whose own soul and heart is guiding them, you know what I'm saying? It's always better that way because then is that the individual have a sense of autonomy in that it wasn't compulsion. Their heart is touched, they feel some kind of way, and they're in a position to do so. That's better anyway, in my humble opinion. Okay? So we would be honored because I tell you what, I can do all kinds of things that I won't do. Let's just say that. So I am not above anything. I've always been the creative type in this sense. It's like, okay, yeah, go look for a traditional job. Obviously, I had one that was making pretty damn good money and was pretty damn good at it, and they couldn't handle that. That's another video. But I've always been someone who sought alternative, what they call passive or soft income in conjunction. So it's like, well, we used to make these jokes when we were growing up, seeing the Mexicans, and no disrespect, trigger warning, this is not a racist, I'm diverse, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm not meaning it that way. But it used to be because you would see certain cultures, more inclined to being, selling flowers and roses and oranges and shit. And the funny part about it is like, yeah, at least they doing something. Shit, nigga. Shit, sitting on your lazy ass. At least they trying something, honorable, an honorable attempt to care for their family. Okay, so in other words, I've always been this way. I've been one to clean homes. I've been one, I had businesses of my own where it's like I would clean homes. I rummage, go through things and put them on the markets and, all those different things. Technology allows us to do that now. So I'm not above any of that. I don't feel karmics have this sociopathic I'm too good attitude. Like, I ain't embarrassed by that shit. Some of them think they too good to walk down the street, bitch. You know what I'm saying? They can't even go to store 5 minutes. It's bitch. It's right here. Too good. You too good. You too good. And shit. But feminine has got ego problems. Check that out. Feminine got ego. She ain't the one too highfalutin. Her nose ain't up in the air. Can't walk down the street. Bitch, you from Compton, bitch. You, come on now. Come on, baby. You too good now? You above that now? You can't walk to the damn store. The store, it ain't even you. Shit. When we was little, shit, we walked miles and shit. Y'all don't know nothing about no, you know. Shit, don't know about no damn suffrage. We, you know what I'm saying? We walk miles and shit as our parents sit on they lazy asses smoking weed. Nigga. To go get food. As teenagers. And these old dusty motherfuckers act like, you know what I'm saying, they too good to walk 5-10 minutes up the street. I don't want nobody to see me walking. That's their problem, isn't it? That's the problem right there. Hit it on the nose. I don't want nobody to see me walking. We ain't above cleaning toilets. We not above. See, people look at us because we can get fanciful feminine. But see, that's what's wrong with them too. Assumption. Don't know what the fuck we done lived. They don't even know what we live in now. A lot of these people assuming. Some of us are sleeping on floors and shit. That's why they need to mind their damn business in the first fucking place. That's too much like right to actually mind your business. Yeah, this whole community here, 39. Maybe by December, something is finna to be real for this community. All right, so for the karmic, what do we have here? We have, let's go ahead and clarify drastic, extreme, harsh cutoff. Threatened, anchored, and done. Let's see. What's going on with the karmic? Thief. Whoa. That's the lead. Good gravy, God. The lead is thief. Somebody found out that their family is a thief. Family room in the reverse. Honey, somebody got cut off by some. Somebody could have also found out. Ooh. Why somebody had to cut off somebody. Thief is the lead energy. Clarify grip. I have a mature man in the reverse. Okay, I wonder if this is like somebody that passed away. Because I have grip and then mature man in the reverse. Threatened, imprisoned, and then completion lesson learned. Privileges in the reverse. So yeah, there's definitely, I'm gonna show you guys, there's definitely some endings here. Okay. Thief. Look at that. Mature man in reverse. I don't know yet if this is about a death or if this is about somebody who went to jail. Okay. Because this is collective. Is this about a death or is this somebody who went to jail or they're scared they're going to go to jail? Because this is done. Somebody don't want no more parts of this. This privileges, stealing privileges. This is like a karmic energy, privileged lady in the reverse. Okay. That's what's happening right now. So there could be possible jail time somebody's concerned with. That's why they want to run away. Okay, with thief, maybe somebody did run because they don't want to go to jail. Okay. Let me hurry up. But anywho, y'all go ahead and donate. Okay, those are my legit people out there. Okay, every little bit counts. Because we have to really, this is going to be an interesting month. I'm going to be amping up, daily specials that I'm offering y'all if y'all want a service. But if you don't want, if you're not even interested in a service whatsoever and you're guided to do that, we will be honored to accept, okay, support that we actually are worthy and deserving of. What I'm working on is clearing out this whole devaluation by withholding validation fuckery that is in me and my son's energy via the distorted practitioners and all of the abuse and things like that in which we've lived. Okay. Because it's funny how all these karmic motherfuckers got their hands out to everybody and ain't nobody saying nothing. And as it pertains to honorable feminines and their children, it's like, oh my God, they're just so like, you ain't saying that bitch is no money hungry hoe. You ain't saying that about her weak ass. You ain't saying about her 30th goddamn social security number that she can't get. You ain't saying that about them. You ain't saying that. That ain't coming out your mouth. That ain't coming out your mouth. That they needy and codependent. Are you saying that to them when they come and begging for shit as usual? The answer is no. Because it's a program. The reason why I went there, it's a program, it's a frequency. And the people don't know it because they're just running off of their hardwire. They don't know. It's a program. And for some of y'all, for some of us, it's a spell. It's the program and it's a spell. Like, people did that. They did that. Reject them spell. Don't believe them spell. Just like how they do the glamours to make people compelled to believe them and invest in them and get the, they do glamours in the other way on the collective. Oh yeah, that shit is breaking, honey. They do that too. If they can't physically alter the collective, then they do the optical illusion, which is just as good because it comes down to perception. That's why there's masculines that, I promise you, y'all, mark my words, come back to this video. Come back to it. It'll be here. There'll be masculines years down the road, and those spells dissipated in some cases because the bitches is dead. In other cases, yeah, I said that. In other cases, is because they have worked through their own shit to get a lot of that, you know, they work through their own shadow, their own things, and to get the stuff off of them. And then, so their eye perception. And then they're gonna look at Honorable Feminine and they're gonna be pissed. They're gonna be pissed. Wait for it. Ooh, wait for it. They're gonna be mad. Ooh, they're gonna be mad. Because their perception was altered and they didn't know that. They did it to you too, feminine, to where your perception of yourself, because they wanted to affect your confidence. So they affected your physicality. They did glamours. They affected your health and well-being. You already know that. But even as you started to improve those things, they still wanted you to perceive yourself in a certain light in order to try to affect your confidence. Ain't that sad? Ain't that something? I'm like, damn, shit, that's a whole lot of energy, bitch. That's a whole slew of energy here. So I have the Tower coming in the reverse. They're scared. There are people who are wanting to avoid this Tower. And I have Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So people are breaking, each man for themselves, bye, loyalties, no. I heard a reader say today, there's no honor among thieves on TikTok. I think I reposted her video. And this is what's going on. I've been saying that too for years. Like, I know you didn't really expect people that, I know that you didn't expect people who are willing to do foul shit to have some kind of fucking ethics. They showed you who they was the moment they tried to tell you to go do some crazy shit to somebody disabled. That should have been all she wrote, bitch. That should have been the end. Know all I need to know, motherfucker. That's all I need to know. I don't need no story, no backstory. I know they trying to ask me to do some fucked up shit to some disabled person who ain't bothering nobody. I got a fucking conscience. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want the insurance. I have a fucking conscience. I have a disabled cousin. I have a disabled blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Not interested. I'd have a shit attack if somebody were to do this to my little disabled, little poo-poo, little doo-doo, little, you know what I'm saying? No, thank you. At any age, I don't care if they're young, old, I'd have a problem with it. So no. I may not be the best of the best, but I ain't trash, nigga. I got a little bit of class. Yeah. Look at that. 10 of Pentacles. This money. This here money. And look, in this depiction, like it looks like they broke somebody's crown. And look at the people. Yeah, this hoe. Who this hoe? Right here. Who this hoe? Like, we gonna all get this money if we attack her crown. If we drive her crazy. Yeah. A whole bunch of people who want to be special and shit in the audience and stuff. Now I'm gonna let that shit go. I got 8 of Wands. It's in the reverse. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, if we Yeah, if we could put a stop to their messages, a stop to their movement. They're getting the message, though, that this is not something ain't going good, drastic cutoff. What's happening here? Why they wanting to run? Why are they wanting to run with this Eight of Wands, Eight of Flames? Or why did they? These karmics, why do they want to, or why did they? Eight of Wands reversed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of Cups. Look at this. Because they know something is finna happen in December. It could be 4 chicks, a blonde, a brunette, a redhead, and another blonde. Queen of Plastics in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Oof. Missed opportunity. They were told to hold back, or somebody is holding back the money, or rejecting an offer, a choice. Somebody is choosing to reject and to block, yeah, Two of Pentacles, and to ghost them because of this, what they found out, yeah, because of this. Finding out that this people was having people following y'all around, assaulting you, attacking you, trying to set you up, trying to torment you wherever you go. 10 of Swords. Driving around and having people, these drug addicts, having all kinds of they had all the people, bitch. That's how tough this shit is. They had all the people, all the kind you can think of. They had racists doing it. They had radical religious people doing it. They had jealous, prissy bitches and niggas doing it. They had them all, baby. They wanted to cover all bases. They had your ex, disgruntled exes, disgruntled, all that. People that they basically knew would have a problem with you. They covered all their, they could have targeted 2 men in particular. And it could have been 2 men in particular that, you know what I'm saying? Interesting. Could have been watching you. It looks like you're studying or fixing your crown. You could have learned something. It looks like you've won. You got some trophies. And this mathematical board, you know what I'm saying? People could see that these folks were calculating. This was a calculation. And this was a bunch of pygmishas and shit. A bunch of, let's get together. And this is pretty, it could be the redhead hole right here. That's the leading the pack right here. Yeah, because we're special. Raise your hand if you're sure. Woo. Okay, so Ace of Swords. Oh, and this is the Ace. I thought this was the 2. This is the Ace, so this is truth and clarity. I did just say that. So there's truth and clarity about a situation that people were strategically doing shit. Yep, whether it was because they were rejected or out of boredom, or these chicks because they were rejected, and these 2 niggas working for these chicks. Let's play a game because they got rejection problems and wanted to cause missed opportunities for you. Like I said, Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, and kids on a short yellow bus could see this. Because it's that obvious. These people have did that so much, that much shit. Yeah, look at the village people. I swear this is a funny card every time I fucking see it. It's that vibe. It's that children of the corn, Mordecai. It's that vibe. Like we're gonna attack you. Seven of swords. I'm sorry, seven of wands. Reptilian. But people could be mad at them now. People, could be coming at them like, defend yourself. Explain yourself. Explain yourself. Make it good. Make it good, because it's too much here. You might as well stop crying. You might as well stop speaking in tongues. You might as well stop holding Bibles, crosses, rosaries. What the fuck? Might as well stop talking about you having a heart attack. You have one every month. What the fuck is this? The high priestess, these secrets, that these are distorted witches, warlocks, and wizards, and they're a part of these weird groups, and they were secretly doing shit against the collective. And this shit is ricocheting, death. They were trying to cause accidents. Look at this shit. They have been sending death. It came in the reverse. Look at, with the moon, like I said, in secret. It's coming out that they were casting illusions, causing accidents over and over again, that they were not putting an end to any of this shit, that they were continuing, that they're not changing, they're not transforming, that they still the spiteful, petty 17-year-old bitches and niggas that they've been their entire life. Nine of Swords. Hold up, I'm going to show you. I like this depiction because it's called the Mean Girls, and this is how these people act. This is like high school, and as you can see, hold on. Look at this. It's a mess. It's shit everywhere. Bitches, shit's flying in the air. People jumping up like they the Matrix. Motherfuckers on the ground. You see fists, knives, clothes, bitch. Yeah, attacking you, collective. That these people are crazy. They were doing it in secret. They did this in secret so it can hide their hand. They knew that people wouldn't see it. That's the whole reason why in which they did it in the manner in which they did it. Because they knew that it wouldn't be easily visible. Cowardly move? Yes. But it's still the reason and why they did it that way. So that they can pretend, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh my God, I'm up here cooking chicken. So they're stressing out now. They're scared. It could be, people, they could be having sleepless nights right now because of what they've been doing. What they wanted to do for a car, because for some of these people, this came down to because the bitch and the nigga wanted a car. Good gravy. so that they can, you know what I'm saying? But that's youngsters. That's why some of these people appeal to youngsters too. Because it's like, that's the thing. They want to be able to floss. They want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, stunt. You know what I'm saying, flex. And, you know, and a part of that, if they ain't never had a new car before, you know what I'm saying, then a part of that is, you know, their driving force. Okay? It's because they wanted a car. They were wanting to do all this because they wanted a car. That's what's coming out too. They could be being haunted by ancestors. Again, they could be scared to go to sleep because that death is coming for them, and it is, in whatever means in which they have sent it out. It is. Yeah. Dinosaurs. People could be calling them crazy. Like, I can't believe you would do this. Like, for those who are getting exposed. Like, I can't believe, like, you own that. Or because you wanted to be famous. Or you wanted blase, blase. Or you, like, we can't believe that you go that far. You go that far. Yeah, ain't nobody perfect, but we can't believe that this is how far you really go. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of flames to win at all costs. Yeah, to get some attention and to win at all costs. Good grading. Or because you didn't want this person to have any, you didn't want them to have any wins. This is how far you would go because you don't want them. Good grading. And we supposed to think you're the sound one? Okay. Yeah, 5 of Swords. This is defeat. They're defeated. There's a defeat here in the world. Yeah, there's an ending. There could be an ending with the masculine and the feminine. Look how her hair stand on top of her head. I told you she's going to look electric. I told her, That's what fucking with your crown chakra. That's what's doing all that chaos and all that crown shit. That skull work. Yeah, hide. And they want to hide. Now these people want to hide. They were hiding the fact that they were jealous and gossiping and, you know, having people. Because for some of you, they were outsourcing a lot of this energy so that they could have an alibi. You see what I'm saying? How could I do that? How could I be a part of that? I was in Africa. How could I do this? How could I be, you know, a part of that? I'm sitting here with you. I don't know what you're talking about. You know, I've been on tour. You know that I've, you know, how could I do that? It's called outsourcing. Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder, and Special Needs churn on a yellow bus. Can see this. It's called outsourcing there. It's called abuse by proxy, so that your hands can look clean. And so that you have a fake alibi. I don't even know where they are. We haven't even talked to them. Queen of Cups. Yep. Knight of Pentacles is in the reverse. Disloyal. These people are just disloyal. They were trying to, this depiction is a handicapped person, basically trying to unaliven you and your handicap. You know, basically trying to scapegoat y'all for insurance. Having people to attack handicapped person is one of the most dishonorable things that you can ever do for some money. And so that is why I talk, people wonder why I talk kind of raunchy on some things. Well, raunchy is as raunchy does, and it warrants raunchy responses. Okay, if you're trash, you know what I'm saying? If you're willing to do that, then you trash. That is, and I will stand eye to eye in front of anybody and say it, and I will not flinch. I won't move, I won't budge. All right, you trash. I don't care if you got all the beamers. You're trash. One of the most dishonorable things you can do. But they don't feel like these people, but see, you see that it's this mentality. They feel like it's a weight, you know, it's wasted on them. Who the fuck these cunts think they are? When I say cunts, I'm talking about the men too. Because as far as I'm concerned, they're a cunt too. They're a cunt. So now they pretty ass. Pretty motherfucker. You don't know how to make a living, nigga? You pretty bitch. Side of stalking motherfuckers. You don't know how to do shit. Side of preying on the vulnerable people who can't defend themselves against your degenerate ass. Anyway, here we go. Okay, come back. I don't want to feed it too much. Okay, let's take it back. Burn it. Incendio. Yeah, an offer. Ace of Pentacles. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, offered somebody something. Yeah, it's coming out. So they're feeling defeated. Yeah, this on the phone line. Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Everybody talking about it. Everybody's like, oh, girl, can't you believe, bitch? Oh, shit. On a conference, this conference call, child, did you find out what they did, bitch? For money. Yeah, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So people walking away from some. Not all people. There are people walking away like, ooh, I ain't with that. Like they pay somebody to walk away from somebody. Like what they do is they go around paying people to like cause people to like walk away or to push them out of their shit. You know what I'm saying? They use their lovers. They reach out with this 6 of Cups. They reach out to their past lovers and they have them to go out. Like this shit is out. They play these games. They pay people to gossip about them, stalk them, attack them, cause confusion. Did you hear an Emperor in reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse? Did you hear about Aries? Did you hear about somebody's skanky ass mammy? I ain't had to think about this thing. Or somebody's skanky niece, her aunt, sibling. Oh, what they did to the King of Cups reverse. Ooh, let me get out of here. Ooh, Ace of Wands in the reverse. They was trying to unalive him and poison. They poisoned the King of Cups. Oh, They poisoned the King of Cups in reverse when they didn't have their capacities. This could have been they were either sick and didn't have their capacities, because that could have been dementia. That could have been if the person's health is compromised, right? Then they could go into a reverse. Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio don't have to be, but it's really like emotionally, something had them stunted. But whoever this is could have, man, with the Knight of Cups too, they poisoned the motherfucker to fucking rush the job, bitch. Psycho. Crazy. But collective, you're the crazy one. I'm going to say that forever. I don't care if it's broken record. I'm going to say it forever. Because convincing the world that you're the problem. But it's all of them that's doing this kind of shit. But you're the problem, they say. I don't think you're involved with poisoning a motherfucker that was sick because y'all needed to hurry him and get the money, bitch. Wee. Oh. Yeah. But you, criminal, you're a bad person. You're a bad mother. You're a bad daughter. I'm not a father killer. I'm not a child killer. For no amount of money. I ain't poisoning people. I'm not seeking to poison. The collective ain't seeking to poison people. But we supposed to be convinced that we're the problem? I'm not going overseas paying top of the line motherfuckers around the world to do crazy shit to people. But we supposed to be convinced that we're the problem? We ain't stealing people's intellectual creative property, impersonating people because we low lives, bottom feeders. Looking for a come up any way we can. But we supposed to be convinced that we're the problem. We ain't going to town on somebody's child because we feel entitled to people in this realm like this is a junkyard, pick 'em parts, like you're going to a fucking restaurant. I think I would like to order me, I like their energy. I would like to order, put this, yeah, and we supposed to be convinced that we're the problem? We're supposed to be convinced that something wrong with us? We're not the ones stalking people. Collective ain't the ones stalking people. Collective ain't the ones taking shady, skanky, nasty, dirty deals by corrupt criminal enterprises. Doing shit to innocent families because we lazy low lives, but we want to live that glamorous life. It ain't the collective. We ain't riding around all day, 8 hours a day. Meanwhile, there's real shit in this world to be tending to. We ain't spending 8 hours a day driving around in our vehicles on some bullshit, falling around some single mama and a kid when the fucking nigga, when the fucking government, bitch, always talking about some goddamn, you know what I'm saying, shut down this. You ain't got no money. What the fuck? Who the fuck is paying for this shit? Can't even catch a real killer. Can't even catch a fly with honey. Shit happening right up on their goddamn nose. Swiping up churn. And your best bet is an alert. Amber alert. Yeah, how about you allot all these skanks that you done paid for? To go look for some real motherfuckers. Go do some real police business in this bitch. You ain't worried about that, are you? You don't care about little Shaquanda that they done swiped up the street and shit. We're doing the best we can, and they're in our prayers. But you all know we are underpaid and we are low on manpower. No, you ain't, because there's a lot of motherfuckers following me around every day. If I were to go outside right now, in all of 5 minutes, there will be a good 30 deep, baby. So don't give me that shit. That's why I say they make this shit obvious. That's why I talk the way I talk, because they make it obvious. They got every witch, warlock, wizard, and sorcerer in the world full-fledged, ready, and available. But they can't conjure killing this pedophile nigga. They can't make it happen. They can't make it happen. They can't get a sprinkle bag, a shooka, a knot, a twist, a nothing. They can't make it happen. These murderers, these rapists, these pedophiles, they don't seem to have the energy and the resources to do so. When it pertains to that, then suddenly it's not their place or their business. But it is their place and their business as it pertains to shit that don't belong to them. Karma gonna get this longer. They talking that when it's on that. Why they not talking that as it pertains to nothing else? Because the truth is, they just nothing but a bunch of money-hungry cunts and fucks. A bunch of opportunists that want to be seen as decent but aren't. Look at that. News is spreading fast about what they did, what they were sneaking and doing and stealing. Look at that. Yeah, that they were stealing. That they send in honeypots and decoys and all sorts of shit to do shit. Coming in y'all place, your place, stealing your kids' EBT card. Trying to drive y'all crazy and saying y'all was crazy. Okay, trying to create instability. Yeah, now they're all frustrated and upset because it's coming out what they did. Doing shit to drive you and your kid crazy. Real sneaky and mischievous. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of Pentacles coming in the reverse. Yeah, this is done. The steal and take from y'all. 5, 6, 7. 7 of plastics. Yeah. This was poor investments to do this. These people didn't want to have to worry about nothing. They were planning just to take and take and take. Yeah. Gossiping about you. Trying to make you sick, stressing you out. I think they were doing this in a sneaky way. And this could be this drunken whore. This bitch. With her little poodle doll and shit. This slut. For some of y'all, it's your mother, somebody's baby mama. They wanted to steal your healing, your shine. They wanted it for themselves. And with this moon in reverse, it is coming out. Okay, feminine. This bitch wanted martinis and shit. They wanted to be able to keep getting their martinis and buying their little poodle dolls, fluffy shit, honey. Anyway, they're being exposed. Feminine, you could be on the rise here in this Empress energy, facing your fears, exposing things, showing the world like these people were basically trying to dim my light, take my light, bring me down. That's what this shit is. They're trying to break my resolve, and they're broken by this, by the way. They broke their resolve trying to break yours. That's why her hair looked like it's electrocuted on this picture. Yeah, trying to break you. We're gonna break. That's okay. Keep going. Good. Good. Keep at it. These people need to be shaming themselves. Yeah, they lied. Ace of Swords and Swords. They all need to be shaming themselves. Child. Let's see how they feeling, and then we're gonna go to you, feminine, really quickly here. Give me the feels for these karmics that want to run or did run. The shit that came out, the real truth. Give me the truth, light, not their narcissistic illusion that they're telling themselves truth, light. Well, they're not sorry, but we know that. Sorry is coming in the reverse. We know that, but they're not sorry, but they're annoyed. It said sorry, reverse, annoyed, upright. They're not sorry, but they're annoyed. So they're not even sorry. Y'all need to chew on that for those of you all are still disillusioned by these folks. They're not sorry. They are not sorry about what they've caused this collective and the collective's children. No, the fuck they're not. Have any of them made anything right with the collective? And the answer is a resounding no. Have they made any attempts? The answer is a resounding no. They are not sorry. They are annoyed. Okay. And they're worried. So I got sorry versus annoyed, worried, and anxious. Okay. And lonely. I don't see how they're lonely. How that fits in for them. I mean, I know some are walking away, but everybody hasn't. So I don't understand why it's coming out as lonely, because everybody hasn't walked away. They're grouchy. They're feeling grouchy. Okay. Okay, so what's the final judgment on them? Maybe this is going to answer the question. They're annoyed, worried, lonely, grouchy, and sorry in the reverse as their lead. So maybe this is why the judge, what's the judgment that's on them? Ooh. What they, because of what they did while you all were trying to be, you know, comforting yourself through things that you have gone through, what they try to do to you in isolation and solitude to disrupt that for you, they're not going to get any comfort here. They're going to have to sit in some unrest and exposed for what they did to you in secret here. Fruitless labor. I have 40-30 is coming out. So the judgment is this is going to turn out to be fruitless. So not only they going to pay, but it's going to be like all for naught. Like all of all of that concentrated energy work, plotting, scheming, stealing, harassing, it's got fruitless labor. Goodness gracious. And this could be for trying to make your shit fruitless too. Right? They didn't want you to have any comfort. They didn't want you to, they wanted you to feel like you couldn't, yeah. They didn't want you to produce, so guess what? Ooh. Infamy for fucking with a warrior here. Person could have been born in 71. This could have been something to do with somebody at age 30, age 40, a 10-year gap. It doesn't matter here. They was fucking with us. Because you all are being liberated, that at the end of the day, you're going to be liberated one way or another with this 29 energy. That's ascension. That's 11, baby. That you're being liberated from these fanatical people, fanatical beliefs and hypocrisy. So they're, ooh, child. Discernment is here. So people, a part of the judgment is other people are going to discern the truth here and going to learn a lesson about discernment. It's like you looked at the surface, you claim you had discernment, but if you had, then you would have known the truth, wouldn't you? And really, it's simple as that. Because, again, that's why feminine stands tall or the way she does, because she's like, I ain't trying to convince nothing here. The bottom line is if people are, okay, you gifted. Okay. You discerning, you're direct alert. Then you should know them. And the fact that you don't gives me all the information that I need. Because he didn't tell you that in the prayer closet. Who the abuser was, who the thief was, who the liar was, who the stalker. He didn't reveal that as the consecration. Well, yeah, I have revelation here, 17 energy, and atheism and the rejection of source. Ooh. See, whatever game they tried to play on religion and all that kind of shit, this is something that they've been to suffer for. Judgment. Source energy. It's like, you don't even, It don't matter what you is. Atheist, not atheist, whatever here. But under judgment, this was fruitless. You fucking with the star 17 energy, an ascension, somebody ascension, and we don't give a fuck. With your ignorance, You're gonna pay for your ignorance today. You're gonna pay for this. Because I guarantee you, all these people, these vibes here, I'm willing to bet my last dollar that each one of them were warned more than once. When they so-called went to seek counsel, when they got a reading, when they went to the spiritualist in Louisiana, when they went, you know what I'm saying, wherever the fuck they went, you know what I'm saying? They was told, if they got a hold of a wise one, at some point they were told, this is not a good idea. Good businessmen know when to hold them, when to fold them, when to walk away. I'm going to keep saying that because, again, if you are, you know that. Pride, there's no room for it. You know when to hold them, know when to fold them, and when to walk away. If you want to keep your investments nice and clean and tidy, if you don't want your life to go up in flames, you know when to hold them, when to fold them, and when to walk away. You do a cost to benefit ratio. A good, strong business head, I promise you, that's what they do. They count up their losses. Oh, no, this one, no. Cost to benefit ratio, too many casualties. I can end up losing everything that I've built. Someone with a gambling addiction is destined to fuck it up because they're going to lean on, ooh, but what could I get if I win? Not thinking about little poo-poo, they gonna lose stability if you fuck around and lose your house and you fuck around and lose this and that because you just couldn't get your passions under your capacity. You just couldn't do it. So now little poo-poo gonna have to not have the stability because y'all's gonna lose the house and you're gonna have to uproot and go do this and that. And now this is shot and chances are you might have a lien or, you know, get on your business here because you done fucked around and got yourself entangled with some unsavory shit. Yeah, nobody ain't ever thinking like that. Judgment. New beginning. Yeah, first trying to stop you all's new beginnings here. Being angry. You know, some of these people got the revelation and they still went for it with the shit. And that's why judgment is on them for it. Because some of them ain't going to be able to say. Because there's some people who it's ignorance and they still get something, but they're really in ignorance. They really truly are in ignorance. But others is no, they got clear revelation, baby. They were told they know. And they persisted anyway. Decided to proceed and go for it and lie and all of this anyway about something in December with this number 12. Or something to do with a year ago. Or this could be something that's going to happen in December. As I told y'all, some of y'all, you could be gonna get a new beginning. And these people, yeah, they're under judgment for trying to create this shit here. The revelation about all this is going to be clearly revealed. And they're going to have to deal with that. Okay? All this shit is going to be clearly revealed. Okay, so let me get going. Again, to my legit motherfuckers who come on this video, please click on the homepage. Me and my son will be honored for support during the month of November, actually for the next few months, because again, there's a lot that's happening over the next few months, and we're trying the best we can to prepare. And what I'm doing is amping up some stuff in the background to try to do my part, as well as what I can to make sure that I'm taking care of myself and him. I got to deal with authority figures and stuff in the background because some changes need to be made. I am now acting like a fucking bear, a fucking mama bear. And so I'm going to be taking things as high as I can possibly take it, because at this point, I don't trust him. I do not trust him anywhere in this city without me. Too long. I have good and plenty surveillance, but at the end of the day, I don't trust that altogether, not with these weirdo sorcerers and practitioners and corrupt mother hackers and shit like that. My life has been compromised. Any ability to stabilize with anybody has been basically shit on. Nobody don't want to deal with this shit, and I don't blame nobody for not wanting to deal with this shit. Don't nobody want nobody creepy creepersons from Creepinsville and shit coming up and shit weird ass. Don't nobody want that. There's some people that live a peaceful life. They live a peaceful life. They mind their business. They off the grid. They not into all this shit. Nobody want this trash. There are a few kind folks out here left, believe it or not, and I was just as shocked as some of you may be. Yes, there's a few kind folk out here. You know, but at the end of the day, people ain't with that. And yeah. So we're going to have to really, I got a lot of stuff in the background that I have to work on, because it's like, this is an onslaught on trying to stop me from stabilizing in life. You have to be able to establish yourself. You have to be able to get references and all these things and rental histories. And you have to recent rental history, not from 2019. You have to have these things. See, smarty motherfuckers possibly thought, but that's what they get. They'll see. That's what the fuck they get too, on that. They thought that I had some kind of issue. No, And it was possibly made clear when I called the cops, because if I had an issue, and when I called the cops and they asked me, because see, they typically don't do this, but whatever time, for whatever reason, this time they asked me for my information. Somebody who was afraid of somebody knowing something would have been stuttering and tried to skate all around that. I didn't flinch, and there's a reason I didn't flinch. But that's, again, assuming. That's what people get. That's what the fuck they get. Being nosy, first and foremost, knows where I ain't got no damn business, number one. Number two, assuming that I must be some kind of criminal. Because why? Because why the fuck is that your business? priority. They make it virtually impossible for these targeted individuals to do that, especially in a small town. This might be more challenging to do in more metropolitan or bigger areas and stuff like that. But in small towns where everybody knows your name and everybody know everybody, everybody fuck everybody, and everybody is married to that kind of vibe. They make it virtually impossible for these people to establish, because you know it ain't gonna just fall out the sky, bitch. You have to get to know people. You have to, you know, that's how that's done. That's how they did it anywhere else they've ever been. That's how it's done. That was all intentional, again, with the attempt to entrap the collective anyway. It wasn't by chance, that was by design. Collective, why are you here? Why, considering everything I just said about all this shit, why are you there? How are you there? Good gravy. Shit. Okay. Why is the collective in this? You are you are every kind of fierce and joy and shit. How the hell, bitch? Oh, because oh, well, that explains it. Oh, shit, y'all probably be like, shit, trees, bitch. Oh, so that was pretty energy. It's like, okay, well, they're connecting with Gaia. They're opening their channels, giving and receiving, and they're getting honor, you know, sovereign benevolent support. That's why. That's how. Because I'm like, how, bitch? How? It's crazy shit. Okay. There's feminine. You was a bad motherfucker, man. You didn't came out in your own shitty shit. And you're like, motherfuckers, I'm right here. I'm putting in the end. I'm going through a transformation. I'm putting an end to this shit. These crazy motherfuckers, these crazy toxic killer people who have been following me around every thread, bitch. They keep following me around. Oh no, it's 15. It's a 15. Ooh, this obsession. Yeah, these devils, bitch. These entities. They didn't fall on my ass. Look, it's got life force communication. Go on with yourself. Life force. You connecting with dolphins and shit. You're like, cuckoo. Dolphins is very loving energy. If you all look into it, study it. So dolphin energy, you could be a siren, life force, communication. Well, you're speaking your truth. You're tapping into your original energy and all of that. Closing out cycles. The wheel is turning in your favor with the 10. Interesting. Very interesting. Because look at it, says receptive and magnetic. Something you're doing with your hands. I'm seeing a lot of cards with the hands and shit. Because I'm like, how, man? How, when this is what y'all life is like? Like, how are you in this energy and this is what your life is like right here? Nine of Swords. You're surrounded by crazy people. You're like at a high school stage. This is the cafeteria, and you 1,000 years old. But this is what. You feel like you're in a high school stage, a cafeteria of high schoolers with the jocks and the mean girls, the mean guys, the whole stage, the whole stage. But they just old and dusty. They just old as fuck. Which make it worse, bitch. You know? You're doing you're holding, you're protecting yourself. Threshold, honor. There's the hands again, see? And there's the animal again. What's with the tigers showing up? There's the animal again behind her again. It's like, nigga, shit, this is you with the no makeup on and shit, with your towel on your head. It's like, shit, go on, baby. You holding boundaries from this old energy. It says, oh, circle of eternal joy, you're dancing. Timeless dance of life. Aww. So you dancing through it, feminine? Gosh, it says fearless. Good gracious. Fearlessness, removing obstacles. You're like, earth magic, baby. You could be working with earth. You could be. That could be one of your specialties. And then look at, open heart. You're healing your heart. Facing your fears. Maybe you're touching people out there, and maybe that's a part of your unknown support, effort plus attention. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You're a guide. Path is being illuminated. 21, how to bring something to a close. Your guides could be assisting with that. That could be why you're in this energy. The illuminated path. Magnetic receptive power. Protection is here. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, people kept trying to block your precognition. Yeah. Okay. Well, did y'all hear that? So go ahead and deposit. Did you hear that? Cash App should be a link. There should be. I think I'll put a link here for those of you who are feeling guided to do that. Okay. So now let's get. So I was going to wrap it up because I've been here too long. You're in a good energy, feminine, in spite of this, and I'm just as curious. I'm like, well, let's see. What is this that's got you flowing or keeping this balance going within yourself in spite of all this weird shit? Okay. I'm going to do just 2 decks here just to wrap it up, because otherwise I'll be here forever. Forever, ever. Longer than I have, and I want to do some clearing sessions tonight. I want to do some Reiki and some light language. If y'all are interested in that as well, go to my Facebook and inbox me, DM me there. If you are interested, it's 15 minutes long, $15 donation, and I would just need your email, your Google email, and I'll put you on the list so that you can have access to it. You would have to be signed into your account. No one else can access it except for me and who I've given permission. If you're curious and you're wanting to try and see how that works for you, that's something that you can do. It's not 10 o'clock yet Central Standard Time. If you're interested in a personal reading, that'll be tomorrow. Today was about the clearing session. Tomorrow I'll pick a topic, a theme, and I'll let y'all know about that. If you're interested in the skates and you're in the Southeast Texas area and you would need to be in Beaumont, you would need to be able to definitely get to the Parkdale Mall because that's the location where I would meet. If you're interested in those official, original roller derby skates that you all saw, okay, let me know. Go to my Facebook, DM me there. If you want the Everlast boxing gloves, Christmas gifts, a gift to yourself, let me know. Okay. Okay. So here we go. We have, I embrace my flaws because perfection is boring and I am not. I have survived, wow, every bad day so far. So my track record is solid. I am capable of making good decisions and making amazing at making some bad ones. You're like, oh, maybe because you're owning this stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I'm making the adjustments, I'm making the changes. This was a big no bueno. Shouldn't have come to this state. If I'd known we were being sold like cattle, then kind of wouldn't have done it. I am a force of nature and mild destruction is part of the process. Yeah, you're tearing up some shit. You're forced to be reckoned with. You're embracing destruction. You're even evoking destruction that needs to come down. And this is why you're in a good energy. You're destroying the shit that's been destroying you. That was hiding, hidden enemies, hiding in plain sight, working against you your whole life. Wow. Okay. You're owning, you've survived a lot, you've gone through a lot. You embrace who you are, you know that you're not perfect. But you're not using that as an excuse to become a crazy toxic killer, a stalker, crazy weirdo person. Oh, now I'm into doing something. I'm mad, so I'm just... Yeah, you're in the Nine of Swords in the reverse. You faced your fears. You're not stressed and it came in the reverse. Your thoughts could be getting clear. You can be doing a lot of crown chakra stuff because you know that they are. You could be doing a lot of neuroplasty type of stuff because you know what they own. You know exactly what the fuck they've been doing. You're in a high priestess energy. Yeah. Yeah. You're in your high priestess energy. You're healing and you're putting some of this stuff to rest. You're making the choices that you need to make, following your intuition. And you're taking the reins of your life with the Chariot. Look at this. You got two majors with the Nine of Swords in the reverse. You're freeing yourself. You're not waiting for nothing and nobody. You're doing what you can. You're taking the reins. And you're going on a new beginning here. Yeah, you're freeing yourself. Judgment in your favor. Look at that. Judgment is in your favor here. Wow. You let go of the ghost, if you will. You're clearing out. You're making better choices. And you realize that you have to get structured. Figure out your plan here. Moving in silence. And in, with this high priestess possibly, because people are trying to cause confusion. They're trying to stop your options. But you're dropping the weight. There it is. Ten of Wands is in the reverse. You're dropping the weights. Yeah, you're making your plans here to move in silence to get rid of this baggage.
Sorry for interrupt.
Six of Pentacles, bringing back balance. You realize people keep trying to take from you and stop you from getting balance and reciprocity, but you're going towards wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups is in the upright. You're following your intuition. You're moving in silence. Dropping these weights. You're focusing on your wish fulfillment. You already know. You know what they're doing. Yeah. How many majors you have? I have the Nine of Swords reversed, the High Priestess, the upright, the Chariot, the upright, the Fool, the upright, the Ten of Wands reversed, and then the Star, the upright. Good gracious. Yeah, you're healing for sure. You're doing something in secret. You know people are trying to dim your light, steal your shine. People are looking for come-ups off of you. You know what people have been doing. And a part of that is causing you a problem. And since you know that a part of it is causing you a problem, you ain't saying shit. You're moving in secret. Because you know already, it's become very clear. It's become crystal clear. Yeah, there's a lover here. Now, okay, I'm going to just leave that alone. I'm going to just leave that alone. So, look, you got the Star, you got the Lovers. You could be manifesting a lover, or this just could be the masculine and feminine within you. You could also know that people don't want you to have partnerships, and so for this reason, you're moving strategically in silence because you know that's a part of what they do as well. Okay? If their meal ticket is on fucking your shit up, then that's why you're moving in silence. Yeah, that's why you're moving in silence. Because you already know. You already know. They're obsessed with causing bad news. So you all are moving in silence. But, yeah. That they keep doing the same shit over and over again. Nine of Wands. Because they're selfish and they keep wanting, yeah. Yeah, you're selling into karma waters. They keep trying to cause you missed opportunities. And people that are bored or have rejection issues. Do shit to cause people to reject you. You already know. That's why you ain't gonna say nothing. But you are moving through karma waters, and celebration is here in secret. Yeah. High Priestess, it fell on High Priestess. Yeah. You know that people keep trying to plot this shit on you in order for them to get celebrations and shit like that. So you're just going to keep following your intuition and moving in silence. You really don't care about something that people think they care about too. Nine of Pentacles. They'll find that out late in the game too. They're gonna be mad. They're mad. They're gonna be mad about it. Interesting. Something is coming quick, though. Looks like somebody's going to be traveling to you, or you're going to be traveling with this Knight of Swords, Eight of Wands. Something's coming quick. Okay, whether this is internet, travel, messages. You also know that people got anger problems. And that's why you all are moving very strategically. So maybe you're happy because you know intuitively something with this High Priestess. Okay, you know that yeah. Yeah. You know something. You know something. So maybe that's why you could be like, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Because they stop fooling with that karmic wish. You know that you can do. But you guys will move in silence so they can't forget. Tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Yeah, Three of Wands, plans. Plans, the sun, come on. That's why you're happy. You get your groove back, Knight of Wands, your healing, your vibrancy, senses. Okay. Okay, if y'all liked this reading, whenever you do see this video, if you liked it, please do like, I ain't gonna say please, if you got it, like, share, follow, subscribe to Bloomy's Tribe. Okay, that's one way you can contribute to supporting the channel. If you have something that you're interested in, if there's a type of reading that you would like to see me do, a discussion, you know, put it in the comments. I'll get to the comments eventually because I haven't been looking at the comments for a long time. Or you can DM me on Facebook. I'm using the Facebook for my messages, okay? So click on the Facebook link over there. Send me a DM over there, okay? And like I said, we're preparing to transition here. So support. We will be most honored to have every little bit counts. So don't feel like your little bit don't matter. $10 here. 10 people giving $10 is $100. Okay, so don't look at shit that way. Okay, and just know that it's honorable. Okay, this ain't some bullshit. Okay, some scam as is used in the social media arena. Okay, this ain't some bullshit. This is legit. We have been targeted individuals. We have been violated in every way possible, and we still are being as I'm speaking to you. And so we are making our way through it. I'm empowering myself to do all that I can do. So no need for no pity, but we're lying to each other and to ourselves. We've been doing things alone for a long time. And I'm finally accepting that, okay, I'm not less than asking for support. At least I ain't doing some skanky, nasty, fucked up ass shit. Okay, my son, he lost his father years ago. He's just been robbed in every way you can think of because of his skanky, trashy ass family. These psychopaths, sycophants that then think his life mattered. Probably matter more than theirs. decided to pick and choose that. So if you have a heart and your heart chakra is activated, and again, don't put yourself in any end position. That's not who we are either. Okay? But most times people can do shit. They just don't want to do shit. So if you're somebody who don't want to, I advise you to hold to that and don't. Okay? You never hear people say that, huh? Don't do that. Don't give out of compulsion. If your heart's not there, your heart's not there.